Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble, and Happy New Year's Eve, or Happy New Year, depending on if you've hit midnight yet. We have not yet here. We've still got about 6 hours to go. I hope everyone's doing great, and you're ready for the new year to begin. Thormurn is ready for a new kind of adventure, so we're going to get started. He is heading into the Walls of Moria because he's very eager to see Khazad Dum.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad Dum.
Greetings to you, my friend. You are a long way from home, are you not? True enough, true enough. We dwarves are perhaps closer to home here in Holland than we have been for some time. Yonder peaks towards above the hall of our fathers even today. We have come to Holland under the guidance of our Lord Bazi and Broger, who seek to determine what has happened to our brothers who came to Moria under Balin those many years ago. I know that you are a strong dwarf and true, Thormurn. Will you join our expedition, my friend? Speak to Tolk on the other side of the arch if you are willing to aid us. In Khazad Dum, we will find Balin's welcome, or we will find glory. At least he acknowledges that I'm a dwarf. So, that's good. Oh, and the bird following me is just one of my pets that I accidentally summoned, and I'm like, you know what? It seems very appropriate. So, we're going to keep it up. And what is this one's name? Emberwing. Very appropriate.
Khazad Dum has long been lost to us, but we will reclaim it!
Welcome to Holland, Thormurn. Wow, I can't say my own character's name. Thormurn. We have followed our lords Bazi and Broger here with the purpose of reclaiming the mines of Moria, lost to us for too many long years. If you're willing to aid us in this venture, we will be grateful for as long as the mountains stand above the halls of our fathers. Know this, though. Khazad Dum was long ago taken from the dwarves by violence and slaughter, and has remained devoid of our kind throughout the long years. Balin led an earlier expedition to reclaim the great city, but there has been no word from him for many years. We do not know what we may find within the mines of Moria.
Spies of our enemies are everywhere.
We had not been here long before it became clear that some power was keeping a watchful gaze on Holland. Filthy Crebain have appeared in great numbers, spying on our efforts and troubling the workers. I do not know to what purpose news of our efforts may be put, but their presence has made Bazi uneasy, and that is enough for me. To the south you can see where the Sirenun once flowed, but it has dried up, and the stream bed is now empty. Walk along the banks, defeating any of the spying Crebain you see there, and bring me their talons. We can put those vile birds' claws to various uses. More importantly, though, you will be hindering whatever fell plans the master of these spies may be brewing for my kinsman. Our kinsman. Tolk. Notice. Dwarf. Okay. Now that we've established that, let's go kill some Crebain. Too bad the cosmetic pet doesn't fight. It would be funny to see the Crebain fight a Crebain. Happy Tuesday, happy New Year's Eve to you. And you said it's looking good? Glad to hear that. Okay, that's 2 Crebain. And that's 3. Okay. First quest. Done and dusted. Very easy. Very easy for Thormurn, that is. Now let's give a shake a leg, huh? Gonna shake a leg here. There you go, sir.
Thank you for this, my friend.
Not only for the Talons, but for defeating agents of whatever power believes that the dwarves have no business here in Holland or in Khazad Dum.
The dwarves will prevail.
I've written a report for you to bring to Bosey Thormurn. Show him the document, and he will determine how best to utilize your assistant. You will find Bosey near some of the wagons beyond the rocky outcroppings to the southeast. Just follow the road as it bends around the outcropping and turns northeast. Alright, you want me to go this way? Very good. Now, we could probably get on our goat and do this. Now, we can ride anything we want in this area. We're not officially in Moria yet, so... But we might as well get used to getting on our goat. Okay, that was a random statement in World Chat that I will not repeat out loud because it was definitely not safe for work. Alright. You're Bosey and you are Sandar.
Thank you for this report, and welcome to Holin.
Thank you for bringing me this, Thormurn, and also for your efforts on our behalf. Our work here has been going more slowly than we expected. My cousin Broger and I determined to seek Balin within Moria some months ago, but it took many weeks to assemble an expedition of dwarves willing to accompany us. We chose a roundabout way over the mountains, so to speak, with Lord Glowin, a close friend of our father's, about Khazad Dum. His words were grim. I do not think he believes that our expedition will succeed. It has been too long without word, he said to us, for Balin, son of Fundin, to live still within the mines. I am beginning to perceive the likelihood of his warning, Thormurn.
The Holin gate is blocked with rubble, and my dwarves work to clear it.
Our road seems poorly chosen now. I wonder if the Dimworld Gate on the eastern side of the mountains is open. Dwarves of our expedition have been working to unearth the gate, but it is lean and hungry work. Bring them these lunches so that they may harbor strength for the labors ahead. Travel north up the slope, between the rocky walls, and you will find workers resting all along the path to the Holland Gate, and there are more along the edge of the water before the doors. Speak with War at the gate when you have done this, and he will have further tasks for you.
Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
Bosey has assured me that the Holland Gate will be excavated soon, but I am still worried that our expedition might be left outside Khazad Dum for some days. The hills echo with the howling of wolves, but little else can be heard. How they make us shiver in the stillness. Holland of old was full of life, but now even the birds seem suspicious and hostile. These hills are riddled with natural caverns, though none approach the splendor of even the unworked passages of Khazad Dum. Unpleasant creatures have taken refuge in some of these, and I fear they will cause trouble for my people if we remain here over long. To the southwest, across the dry riverbed of the Siranon, is the cave called Vilgagon. A company of half-orcs has encampment deep inside that place. If you care to assist the dwarves of this expedition, you will thin their numbers and defeat their leader, Grog. Alright, 1, how do you know that there are half-orcs there? Have you seen any on the exterior? And 2, you seem to be a capable dwarf. You're about as sturdy as I am. Why aren't you doing this thing yourself? Okay, now that we've done asked you a bunch of questions, I'm going to go this way. And we're going to take this off our books for the moment, because we'll come back to it later. If you're looking for Broger, you'll find him just up this path. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Probably was looking for him. Here you go.
4 of my best dwarves have gone missing.
Pardon. Can I help you? My cousin and I have a great number of things to manage here, and I do not have a moment to spare on other matters. You wish to help? Well, if you're willing to work, I can certainly find a use for you. I dispatched 4 of my finest dwarves to investigate the cavern that flows with water. It's just up the slope to the east, and they have not yet reported back. If you can find those 4 inside the Blackwater and bring me word of their findings, I will reward you for your trouble. Now that you have a task with which to busy yourself, pray do not linger about, for I find it distracting. Believe me, there is much I must consider. Yeah, Broger, you look like you're real busy at the moment. Here, you look like you can use a lunch.
Not long fill the halls of Khazad Dum.
Thank you for this. I was afraid I might waste away without something to eat soon. We'll have unearthed the Hallowed Gate before too long, but it's not easy work. We work in shifts in order to get the job done as efficiently as possible. Oh, well, dwarves, nothing else if not efficient.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Hello there, and thank you for this lunch. My stomach was just beginning to grumble. My kinsmen are wondering, what is it we'll find within Khazad Dum? Lord Balin, alive and well? Great riches of mithril? Countless orcs and goblins? I suppose we'll see, but I'm hoping for the mithril.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
A moment, if you please, Thormurn. Excuse me, how do you know my name? You just met me. We're already lost contact with 4 good dwarfs inside the Blackwater, and I want to be sure you know what you're in for if you dare to follow them. The cave seems to have many winding tunnels, and the whole network of passages is very dark, unwholesomely so. Cave lizards crawl from rock to rock amid the damp, and are more ferocious than their small size would have you believe. If you mean to delve into the Blackwater on some errand, be cautious. Thin the cave lizard horde while you're there. The creatures are a menace to any who tread too near their lair, and I do not know how long it will be before the gate is cleared and we can leave this place. All right, I will be back to that in a moment. And thank you for the warning. All right, you?
These halls will be great once more.
The lunch will be just the thing to refresh me after my long labor, and I thank you for it. We would not have followed just anyone here to Holland and the darkness of Khazad Dum. Lord Bosie and Broger are young, true, but they are stout of heart, and their fathers earned great renown as part of Thorin's company. This could be our chance to achieve glory of the same kind. Yeah, if you don't die first. Just saying. Thormurn is nothing if not a practical dwarf. So we have reached the Black Pool. Fun stuff lives there.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Thank you for this lunch. I will eat it in a moment. There is something about this lake. I do not like it, but I can't figure out what it is. It makes me uneasy. You don't say. I could tell you, but I would give away the surprise. You probably don't want me to do that. More dwarves. Another hungry dwarf over here.
These halls will be great once more.
Thank you for the lunch. It'll do. It'll do. We dwarfs need to stick together, Thormurn. It is our obligation to reclaim the halls of our fathers and to restore the good name of Khazad Dum. Okay. I agree. That's why I'm here. Or that's why Thormurn's here. To help reclaim Khazad Dum. Let's see, how many more lunches were you delivering? 2 more, it looks like.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
You have my thanks for the lunch, but I will have to eat it when my shift is done. We'll be through the rubble in no time. 'Tis odd, though, my pick tells me that this debris hasn't yet settled. I'd wager a wagon full of Moria silver that this collapse happened recently.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad Dum.
Ah, prepared lunch. Lord Bosey is doing a fine job of keeping us fed and rested. We will repay both him and Lord Broger with all of our strength, and be through this rubble in no time. What will we find beyond this gate, I wonder? I would tell you, but you would probably be pretty distressed to hear.
We are running low on pickaxes. They break too easily.
You've come at just the right time, Thormurn. We're really going through pickaxes up here, and if we break any more, it will hinder our progress in digging out the Holland Gate. Bring these broken pickaxes back to Lord Bosey, and tell him that we'll need some replacement, and quickly, if we are to continue making good progress. You will find him near the bank of the Siranon, south of the winding road that ends here at the gate. Yes, I know. I know where he's at. And I will stop reading things that tell me the obvious. Alright, as pretty as that bird is, it's getting on my nerves, so we're gonna pack it away. There we go. Having it flap around just within but out of my sight is annoying. Just too bad, it is kind of a pretty bird. Oh, I just noticed something. Hold on. That's right. I recently changed monitor, and I just noticed that this is not quite centered properly. So give me a second. Let's see. That is oh boy, this is not good at all. Alright. Give me just a second, see if I can fix this. Okay, so I can't fix it there. Okay, so that's much better. Yeah, like I was saying, changed the monitor recently to something that was slightly bigger, and as a result, the resolution didn't quite match what I had the stream set up for. So I just happened to notice that it was mismatched. And there we go. Now it looks much better. Now you can see everything. Well, at least we figured it out early enough. Well, no, the bird was messed up on my end. And it wasn't messed up, it's just the fact that it flies behind me. Well, hello, you.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Broger sent you to check on us, Thormurn. I cannot blame him, for it is well past time that we return to give our report. We were separated shortly after entering the foul, dank cavern. Brackwater indeed. I heard ogres shouting from somewhere up above here about some sort of treasure he had found, but then his calls faded, and I have heard nothing from him since. Where Sulky and Weather ended up, I do not know. I hope you can find my kinsman, Thormurn. We four have had poor fortune in this watery cave, and Broger will not be pleased by our report.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I'm glad you're here. My party has become separated shortly after we entered the Brackwater, and I have not yet been able to regroup with them. I almost found my friend Ogre, however. He seemed to have made it to the top of the waterfall, and I heard him shouting about some sort of strongbox that he found at the top. I fear that the cave lizards must have been drawn by the sound of his shouting, for I have not heard from him since. If you could find the same passage he used to come to the top of the waterfall, you might be able to find the treasure which he spoke. I will reward you handsomely for news of it. And for news of Ogre's fate as well, of course. Alright, so while we are here, let's see, we're going to use a couple of things. We're going to use this Tome of Constant Experience, which is barely anything. It's 10% extra XP, but it's a little extra XP, and it lasts for a whole 6 hours. And, yeah, we might as well use this. It's a 30-minute Slayer Deed Accelerator, so why not? Where do we need to go? I think it's this way. Been a while since I've done this, so don't think I'll get too lost. I don't think you can get too lost in this one. Nothing else there. Oh, bite me. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. We found somebody. But he wasn't so lucky. So I just found an unlucky dwarf. In other words, a dead dwarf. Alright, so we have killed the proper number of cave lizards. So unless they actually attack us, we're just going to ignore them at this point. Up. So there's our third dwarf, who is actually alive.
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
These creatures are more dangerous than you might expect, Thormurn. Be careful as you search for the rest of my party. We were separated not long ago by the vicious beast, and I have been unable to locate my fellows since. I heard Sulky calling for help not long ago, but I have not heard him in some hours. I fear he has fallen into danger. I fear that I found him, and, he ain't coming back, buddy. Sorry. Alright, we'll take care of you. And we just found the second unlucky dwarf. So that's 2 out of the 4 that came in here. 2 of them are dead, and the strong box contains only dust. Now, we could go back down the long way, but why bother when we can just jump down this hole? So that's what we're going to do. And it's a big crack. We'll have a good hearty splinter for a few seconds, but it takes us right back down to the first dwarf, so it's very handy.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
You found the strongbox. Well, where is it? What treasure did Ogre find that he can justify the losses we have suffered here? Throttle's face falls as you tell him that the strongbox contained only dust. I see. Perhaps I was a fool to expect a mighty treasure, but as we are so close to Khazad Dum, I thought perhaps... It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help, Thormurn. The real riches are sure to be inside the mines rather than these damp caves. The strongbox must have contained the belongings of some brigand long ago, and no treasure at all. It is a pity. Yeah, and no mention of the 2 dwarves that you came with that died? Rude.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
It is good to see you return from the depths of that nauseous cave, Thormurn. Too few have done so. Pure cave lizards lurk now among the stagnant pools to threaten the unaware, it would seem. I thank you for your service and reward you with these coins. May they be of use to you. And we're getting, we've gotten our first enhancement rune for a legendary item, which Thormurn, of course, does not yet have. It says, talk to Broger. And Broger's over here. Oh, and I guess we could get rid of the Yule quest off our logbooks. We're nowhere near the Yule festival.
Your tidings are grim. We have few enough dwarves as it is.
Thank you for the tidings, Thormurn, even though they are grim. I am saddened by the loss of Sulky and Ogre. There is much work still to be done before he have cleared the Holland Gate of the rubble that chokes it, and they were strong of arm and sturdy as the hardiest of our race. But your payment was not only for good news, and you have earned this reward. Take it, and make yourself useful. There's still work to be done. All right, what do we got? Okay, 21 agility. Okay. 6 fate. Okay, that's good, that's good. 81 physical mitigation, 51. Yes, I'll be taking that, thank you very much. Okay. And where are we swapping out? simple iron bracelet, which looks just like the one I'm swapping in. Okay. So we got a nice little boost in agility there. Always a good thing for a hunter. Ooh. Oh, I've forgotten how pretty the music out here is. They have some really nice stuff.
We have gone through so many pickaxes already.
Oh, I see. These pickaxes are broken, which means that unless we can get replacements to war, all work on excavating the Holland Gate will be suspended. We have to do something about this, Thormurn, and quickly.
We will need both branches and stones to repair these pickaxes.
I sent my son Bori to collect stones upon which we could sharpen our axes, but he has yet to bring me any. Gather branches from the bases of trees and help my son collect sufficiently sharp stones, and return to me when you have done both. Bori is probably wasting time with his friend Broen at the stairs east of here. Those two care more for the spinning of tales than they do for working. Alright, so we need some branches, which will be around here. This is a pretty place. Ah, another one. We just need one more of those. Okay, so that did it for the branches. Now we gotta go talk to Bori. Bori is over here by this set of stairs, which leads absolutely nowhere. Big huge set of stairs that just goes up to the top and stops. It's got maybe a decent view up there, but that's about it.
Imagine the adventure that awaits us within Khazad Dum.
Hello, Thormurn. Did Father send you to oversee the charge he gave me? To tell you the truth, it hasn't been going very well. I was supposed to find suitable stones for sharpening the pickaxes for the workers at Holland Gate, and I did find 2 of them, but then I got a little distracted. My friend Bruin and I have been discussing the treasures we might find within Moria, you see, and I lost track of the time. I'll give you these 2 stones I already found if you like. Find the rest of them for me, and I won't forget it. I had some luck looking along the dry bed of the Siranon, but not every stone there is suitably sharp. So you want me to go do your busy work for you? Okay. I forgot he's a little lazy to start with. But he does grow up. But that's a spoiler. And I won't say any more than that. Just that he does grow up. Okay, another stone. Another stone. And we will bring those back to Bori. Although we should probably bring him straight back to his dad instead. There you go.
These stones are just what I need, and I thank you for them.
Perfect. These stones are just what my father wanted me to collect, and will surely sharpen our pickaxes to a fine point indeed. Bruin and I cannot wait to get into Moria proper. This is where the real glory awaits. I don't mean to look down upon the work everyone is doing out here, but the real adventure is waiting in the depths. Danger unmeasured, I do not doubt, but treasure an equal score, an honor, and a renown. You have my thanks for your assistance, Thormurn. And woohoo! We leveled up. Do we have any points to spend? Nope, not yet. Okay. Boo! Ooh, what are we earning? Zeal? What were we earning? Well, certainly I could work on something other than zeal. I certainly could. Like determination, maybe? That would be a good one. Or charity would be an even better one. So we'll work on that. There. Alright, here you go, sir.
As always, you have been a great help to the dwarves.
It is very important that we have the branches we need to repair the pickaxes. How else can we remove the rubble that blocks the doors of Thorin?
Very good. We will start repairing the pickaxes right away.
You are my thanks once again, Thormurn. All the materials have been gathered, and my dwarves will begin working on new pickaxes right away. Now what we got? Might, agility, vitality. It's actually a pretty good necklace, even for Thormurn. Yeah. Yeah, that's a spear. That doesn't do Thormurn any good. Okay, we are going to go with the necklace, and we're actually going to swap that out.
Boy, and will grow into a fine dwarf.
Bori is a good lad and will grow into a fine dwarf. I reckon his preference for tail spinning over hard work will pass in time. My cousin Broger and I were no different when we were his age. It will take some time to fashion pickaxes from the material you have delivered. While my dwarves are working on that, I ask you to lend your aid to Broger. If you truly wish to assist the dwarves, not a moment shall be idly spent. You will find my cousin Northa here. Yes, okay. Hello, Nordic. If you're heading into Khazad Dum, you had best bring a maelstrom. Well, I should probably bring a lot of things. Khazad Dum is going to be quite, fun. Actually, it is very fun. Alright, so we're going to swap the necklaces out, because that necklace is actually pretty nice. Because it adds more agility, adds might, which will be helpful. Not, the most helpful. You got dibs on taking down the Balrog. Well, fun fact, the Balrog is already taken down. But you do get to find his body. I always thought that was a neat touch.
What do you want? I'm very busy with my work.
What did you say your name was? Thormurn. That's a good solid dwarf name. You'll have to make yourself especially useful if you expect to live up to that name. Well, you know what, Broker? That's the first time you've ever complimented me on a name. Thank you.
Some madness has taken the wolves of this place.
Some madness has seized the wolves of this area, driving the creatures into blind fury. They are far more aggressive than is usual for their kind, and I fear they may attack our expedition before long. Can you hear their shuddering voice on the wind? I sent my son Broen to challenge those beasts of shadow, but he has not yet returned. He's probably wasting time with my cousin's boy, wagging his tongue by the stairway yonder. Return to the Siranon's dry river bed, and climb the opposite bank once the fell clamor comes. There's a cave, Filgogon, in the far southwest there. It could be that you will find some explanation for the creature's wrath within that cave. I fear you must help my son with his task, for he has not yet spoken with me about its successful completion. Talk to my cousin Bosie when you're finished. Yeah, you were right about your son. He is flapping his gums with his cousin. My reputation preceded me, and the Balrog opted out instead of facing my might. I know not of this Gandalf fellow. But yeah, seriously though, you do find the Balrog's body. It was kind of a nice little touch, and just, proof of how much Turbine did attempt to stay within the lore. So I always appreciated that. Alright, give me a second. I need to take a drink. Yes, you do. You do crack me up. I need to take a drink of water. Give me just a moment. Alright, that is much better.
The glorious tale of Broin the Mighty. That's what they will call it.
You're the traveler who helped Bori with gathering those stones, aren't you? I thought so. I have an eye for faces. I never forget a name, especially one belonging to an adventurer. Of course, the more dangerous deed you accomplish, the more memorable you'll be, Thormurn. That's what I'm hoping to do, Once we get inside Khazad Dum, Bori and I will become great heroes, and stories of our adventures will be told all over the land. Years from now, the glorious tale of Broen the Mighty could inspire young dwarves just as the songs of Thorin and of Thorin Oakenshield inspire Bori and me today. If you'd like to help me with the task my father gave me, though, I wouldn't turn it down. There are shadow wargs to the south across the bed of the dried-up Siranon. Defeat some of the beasts for me, if you would. I've already slain one of them, but that's not really enough. May good fortune be with you, friend. Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm going to be Broen the Mighty, but could you do my killing for me? I don't think that's how that works, Broen. You can't be Broing the Mighty if you sent somebody else out to do it for you. New deed, Wolf and Mork Slayer. Woohoo! Alright, so we have... Nope, that's the wrong one. Probably not the greatest idea in the world to stand right here, but... There. We have 3 quests out in this area. Too far away my butt. Alright, now that one's done. Find the cause of the wolf's madness. Probably these wargs, but you know, I'm just saying. No, what's the problem with shadow wargs? I mean, other than being creatures of pure evil. They're shady creatures. Yes, they are. They are most assuredly shady creatures. Quite literally created from shadow. Shadow and darkness. They also never pay back their loans, and Khazad is very angry over loss of coins. Right, where is it? Around here somewhere. Is supposed to be what I'm looking for. Supposed to be a couple of these spots around here, and I'm not finding them.
Is it in me to do great deeds, as you do?
You get to stay up until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Stupid 7 a.m. start time for replacing windows. Yeah, that's right. That sucks, too. Oh, shoot, that reminds me I have an appointment tomorrow. Ugh. You have returned, Thormurn, and in victory over the Shadow Wargs. You truly are an adventurer of great worth, are you not? In all honesty, my battle with that Shadow Warg wasn't exactly worthy of song. I was too frightened to do more than survive. I guess I'm not much of a hero. Is it in me to do great deeds? Will there ever be a song sung about me, or will my name be forgotten? You are most kind, Thormurn. I hope I will soon have the chance to prove myself as you have done. Yes, I have an appointment on New Year's Day. You have an appointment with sleep depravity. Yeah, I have an appointment with an acupuncturist. The VA has referred me to one. I've never in my life done any form of acupuncture. So I have no clue what that's about. But supposedly it will help with my back pain. I actually can't stand needles, but if they're doing it in my back, I suppose I won't see them. We made the Shadow Warg scared. You would think you couldn't do that with a Shadow Warg, but apparently you can. Yeah, that would not be fun. Ah. Burned wolf corpse. This wolf corpse is burned. Its fur charred. I knew that it was going to be around here somewhere. Well, hello, Connect. Happy New Year Eve to you. And I wish you a safe and happy New Year as well. Oh, hello, Mr. Shadow Warg. How about you get up off my butt? You know? Think you're just gonna sit there and chew on me? I don't think so. Oh, hello.
Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
Be careful, kinsman. This cave is home to a large encampment of half-orcs. They haven't been here long, but it seems to this dwarf that they are mustering their strength for some grave purpose. Once they're prepared, they are sure to attack our people. We cannot let that happen. If the Iron Garrison is to reclaim the halls of our fathers, we must ensure that the half-orcs are unable to mount an effective attack. Seek out the campfires of the half-orcs inside Filgogon and collect pieces of information from each of them. If you can retrieve any orders, maps, reports, or letters, we can surely leave these half-orcs too disorganized to threaten the expedition. That cave is home to half-orcs, and that dwarf is standing outside like nothing bad is going on down there. No, he's keeping watch.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad Dum, will it be enough?
Hanging out waiting to see if I'm needed for boss battle on my online multiplayer co-op game. Hey, that's cool. Someone sent these half-orcs to Holland, Thormurn. It is clear to me that Grog, the chieftain who ordered the camp established inside Filgagon, has his own master. I want to know who this might be. I will reward you handsomely for evidence of this overseer. Enter the cave and do battle with the half-orcs and bring me whatever common thread binds these half-orcs in loyalty to Grog's mysterious master. Excuse me? You do look pretty sturdy, healthy. Okay, maybe you're not as young as Thormurn, but you're young enough. Why aren't you in there with the sword swinging? I mean, just saying. You may play Sid Sub 2. Alright, so we have found a partial report. A couple of intruders here, which we're gonna take care of. Alright, and while we're standing here with our finger up our bum, we're going to go ahead and eat a little food, because why not? We probably should have done that from the start. We're going to go ahead and have the superior roasted chicken, which I need to have Thormurn make more of. Kingdom of Drakkar. You mentioned that one before. It sounds interesting. You know, we got a little lag going on. Oh, that's lovely. Kind of surprised that he's actually continued using that stuff after I moved around. Alright, there we go. Alright, into the caves we go. So, Connect, did you get anything good for Christmas? Anything you're particularly excited about? Yeah, I don't think I missed anything there.
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
Keep it down, Thormurn. I have managed to remain unseen by the half-orcs until now, but they are camped all throughout Filgagon, and I do not know how much longer I can remain undetected. I have been searching the caverns for my friend LOTRO, who disappeared in the vicinity of Filgagon shortly after the expedition arrived in Holland. I fear that he was killed by the half-orcs, but I must know for certain. The half-orcs construct grim piles containing bones of their victims. You can see them at various locations throughout Filgagon. LOTRO had a distinctive gold tooth. This is an unpleasant business, but I will reward you well if you can search through those piles and return to me with his tooth if you find it. I hope you do not find any such thing. But if you do, at least I will know then of Lothric's fate. Your mom embroidered 2 awesome towels. One was a dragon with Dungeon Master on it. The other was a D20 with blue dragon wrapped around the die. Well, that's kind of cool. That's really cool of her. Which way? Alright, I'll take a look at it when I'm done. My parents gave me a $200 Home Depot gift card because that's what I asked for. I mean, not $200. They kind of surprised me with that part. But, yeah, I asked them for a Home Depot gift card because I wanted to get myself some raised metal garden beds. So I could have some really nice garden beds for this coming up here. I found moldering pages of ring lore. Okay. Well, that was easy. I found them killing the guy. I'll be honest, I've hardly been to any convention. I've been to a couple anime conventions. That's about it. Alright, here's Grog. So we got him, and if I remember right, this pile of skulls right here, there it is, the gold tooth. Okay, so we've got that. We still have to find 3 more bits of information. At least one of them should be down here, if not 2 of them. Excuse me, being rude. Also, blending in with the woodwork I see. Literally. We'll find every half-orc down here. Okay, maybe this wasn't the spot I was thinking of. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna make a little noise here. Better? I find D&D in general is not a good game for me anyway. The only one I'll play now is Backmead, but I'm moving on from the culture of D&D, which I utterly detest. Threatening missive. Half-orc orders. I'm missing one bit of information. I need to find that. Ah, I see it. Map of Holland. Need to find that dwarf. Ah, there you are.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
I had hoped you would not find anything, Thormurn, but at least I know now of Lockford's death and can mourn at last. I will weld his tooth into the heft of my axe, and in this way he shall help me cleave many a foe. We shall seek vengeance, he and I together. Lockford, alas that you will never see the halls of Khazad Dum, shining as once they did. I will avenge you upon the heads of the half-orcs who invaded this land of our sires, land where their labor once shaped the stone into immeasurable splendor. May your memory burn long beneath the earth. I do not have room. The hell you say?
dark things dwell now in Moria.
This information you have brought to me paints a disturbing picture, Thormurn. Someone has drawn arrows on this map in blood, tracing a course down from the Trollshaws and into Holland, and these orders are difficult to read, but seem to command the half-orcs to search for halflings. Halflings? In Holland? The half-orcs may not be here to stop the expedition, but they still threaten the work of the dwarves. It is to be hoped that your efforts have left them disorganized and unable to mount an effective attack on our people. Ah, they're looking for the Fellowship. That dagger's actually kind of nice. I'll take it.
I'm not sure Khazad Dum can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
You say the half-orcs carried these stones, each of them painted with this hand symbol. This is not Grog's mark. It must certainly be the emblem of his master. I do not recognize it. I will show this mark to Bosie when I return to the camp. Perhaps he will understand its significance. Thank you for your help, Thormurn, and take these coins with my thanks. Alright, let's get back to the main quest giver. Yeah. Thormurn. Alright, how far back do I have to go in this conversation to read? Oh, it's here. I just figured since we were getting ready to... Well, we're working our way towards entering Moria, we would be using the new... what do you call it? Goat. But the elk's here. Right here. See? Pretty elk.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
What did we discuss then? Let me see. Zero interest in ever going to any con that deals with PTRPG unless I know the participant. You've had some bad experience with the society. I refuse to ever play or be around such things. Next says she's sorry for your experience. Never had anything but good experience. I've had bad experiences with modern D&D players and very bad ones with old school players that can't think for themselves and believe Gygax is God. I flat out just can't stand either camp. Next says I only play 1 year older, so may be different. I find D&D in general is just not a good game for me. Anyway, the only one I'll play now is Beckney, but I'm moving on from the culture of D&D, which I utterly detest. Old school doesn't think Gary is a deity. He's very much told everyone he was a guy who loved strategy and fantasy and wanted to share a game system that allowed others to play in an imaginary world. Class level based games don't do it for me. I prefer skill based games that are not all combat. And if there is, it's deadly. Every time I voice things that went against Gygax's full game, I've had the old tart come out of the woodwork go after me. Wherever I voice such opinions, I flat out am over it. I think the problem with that, Nordic, is that the ones that are coming out to go after you are the vocal ones. So you're getting the minority of the old school players that are rabid. Most of the old school players are probably not like that. They just aren't very vocal about their opinions, and they probably would more align with your thoughts than not. They're just not very vocal. So you're getting that vocal minority that will act like rabid dogs with a bone, if that makes sense. Which doesn't make it any better. But, yeah. I do agree. Gary co-created a game. He didn't invent a genre. And nobody's opinion on a genre has to match up with anyone else's. So, you know, my idea of what fantasy is doesn't have to match up with Connect's, doesn't have to match up with yours, and none of us has to completely agree with Gary's. Everybody can have their own view and opinion about a genre. That is perfectly acceptable. And I think, for me, if I were to play a game, I would take the rules as guidelines, and I would set up a game the way I would want it to be played. Alright. You take care, Nordic, and have a happy new year, okay? I'll see you next time. I'll see you for some, Morrowind. You'll have my heartfelt thanks, Thormurn. The half-orcs are not welcome in Holland, so close to Khazad Dum. And now Grog knows it. And now Grog knows nothing, he's dead.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Right, so let's hold off on that. Let's turn this one in.
Oh, someone or something has put the fear of fire in these wolves.
You say you found a burned wolf corpse on the other side of the Siranon. I do not have the answer to this mystery, Thormurn. While you were helping my cousin, the new pickaxes were finished. They are very high quality, and will surely be of great help at the Holland Gate. So what do we got? Bruin's ring, Bruin's cloak. Neither of them are very useful.
It is time, friend. Khazad Dum awaits.
Alright, so before we do anything else, we've got to go empty our bags. Because we are way over full. It's alright. It's alright, Connect. He'll be fine. I mean, I understand he's got his frustrations. He's more than welcome to air them. I don't understand. I don't know his full history with TTRPG, but he apparently has some, and It's left him very angry. And maybe he has every right to be angry about it. Like I said, I don't know his full history. But it's not your fault.
Do not trouble me if your need is not urgent.
Sucks when people have bad gaming experiences. I just don't understand why I won't create own game. True, but not everybody wants to take the time. I mean, let's be honest, it would take a whole lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of creative effort to be able to create a whole game from scratch. Not everybody has the energy to do that. See, which ones are these? Champions, minstrels, yarnings. I can sell that. I can sell that. I guess I'm blessed. I have many friends that have. I mean, we're both probably very lucky that we've either had friends that are very creatively inclined, or we are the type of people that are very creatively inclined. You know? It just... not everybody is that way. Oops. Almost forgot.
Pray your need is worthy of my time.
Oh, would you quit your whining, elf? Alright, now that we've cleaned out our bags, which were overfull, thing is, those that have would love to help others create also. True. Although he might not know anybody or be close enough to anybody that would be willing to do that. And it sounds like he's angry enough that he might push away anybody that even would try. I would say he seems to be very happy with the Hex games right now. He really enjoys that style of game. The Hex, especially Hex games that are historically accurate. So he's very into history. That seems to be more his niche. All right, so
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
that might be something that somebody could steer him towards if there are some historically, especially if they're historically accurate games, because I think that would be a big draw for him, is if they're especially historically accurate. And I get the feeling he would be very much a stickler for the accuracy part, but if they're historically accurate, he would probably be very much about that. Alright, so talk to Rathwall. Do not fail the Fall of Moria session. Alright, we're gonna do the session play. I am not particularly good at the session play, but we're gonna do it anyway because it's kind of fun. And I believe this is actually the first time you get to do a session play in LOTRO. Can they? I'll be honest, I have not used drive-through RPG too very much. In fact, the only reason I even have drive-through RPG was for, the Gygax's, I got their, you know when they had the Kickstarters for their, modules? God, I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. But I got the first two of their modules. And I had to have drive-through RPG to download them.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad Dum.
Because I kind of figure at some point I would like to play, and I'm hoping that one of these days I get to play those, because they sound like they'll be fun. Alright, we are going to talk to Rathwall and listen to the tale of the Fall of Moria. And we have to do it without failing the Fall of Moria. And we're going to be playing as Nafni. And there are 250 session play slots open, which means we are the only person playing the session play right now. That is how few people are doing this anymore.
Too deep and too greedily the dwarves delved.
Alright.
Little did they know what darkness truly lay in the deep places of the Misty Mountains.
Before
But
we
Thorin would not be dissuaded.
Before we even get started.
What shadows would come to Moria.
10 second, 5 second. Put you up here. Move you over here. Swap you out. Put you up here. Actually, no. We're going to put you here. Put you here. Lock the bar so I can't throw any skills off. Now we're ready. There thou art, Nafni. Where hast thou been? Where hast thou been? Lord Thorin has been asking for thee. The elf delegates from Lothlorien are soon due, and he has some business to which he wants thee to attend before they arrive. He sits on his throne, Nafni. Go to Thorin and lend him thine assistance, as is thy wont and thy duty. When I hear Misty Mountains, I think of 80 Showtime cop Darren Lambert was the song he sang. Man, look at this place. So this is what they imagined Moria looked like in its prime. Oh! And starting next week, next Sunday, the new Let's Play starts. And we're going to be in Moria. Because we're going to be playing Return to Moria. That survival game. I can't wait. I've been wanting to play that. Nafni, my friend. I was hoping to speak with thee before the party from the Elf Woods arrived. Dude, it will take only a moment. Look at that beard. Oh my god, look at that beard. That beard would make Santa jealous. Okay. Thank thee for coming, Nafni. The delegation of elves will be here very soon, and I had hoped to ask thee something. We have not had as many dealings with the elves as once we did, and it is my hope that this meeting will rekindle the old friendships. The glory and wealth of Khazad Dum is limitless, even if Mithra is becoming more scarce by the year. But with the aid of the elves, we might delve even farther afield. We must look to the future. It is to that end that I wish to make a gift to my son Nain, for he will be king when I am gone, though it not be for many years. Speak to Melkoff Stonecarver on the western side of the hall about making a statue for my son. It will stand in his throne room when the time of his kingship is nigh. Tell Melkoff Stonecarver that I would commission a statue of my son Nain. I wonder, I was going to say, if I stand in the fires, will I die? Because most of the time when you stand in, like, red hot lava in this game, it doesn't do hardly any damage to you. Nafni, hello, hello. It is an honor to speak with one held so highly in my lord's esteem. You described the statue Durin wishes Melkoff to make for Nain. It will be done, friend Nafni, with all haste, but not so quickly that the product suffers. It will capture young Nain's lordly countenance, and were he to stand very still, no dwarf in Khazad Dum could tell the difference. Please tell my lord Thorin that I will begin right away. Generally, fire isn't your friend. Generally, no, but in this game, you can stand inside the forges and take maybe 1 or 2 hit points of damage a second, and your recovery is more than suitable to counter that. Thank thee, Nafni. Melkoff is an unparalleled artist whose work will always have renown for their place in Khazad Dum. Go to Sverny at the front gate of the throne room and await the delegates from Lorien. My son will be escorting them hither. They really like pulled out a dictionary for this conversation because they did attempt to do a more Old English style for this. You're shaking your head. Let me tell you, you're not standing in a fire in Morrowind or in Valheim or in Enshrouded. You're taking some fire damage there. Sverry, I have returned. The elves are nearly here, Nafni, escorted by Nain, the son of Durin. They will surely be impressed by the majesty of Durin's hall. but let us not revel in our pride. The way of the dwarf is to be humble before his guest. Daphne, as thou dost know well. They shall not but help to marvel at the halls of Thorin. Do they not live among the trees? The great pillars of Thorin city are like to trees, but shaped from the very roots of the stone earth in stunning artistry. Ah, here they are. Welcome back, Lord Nain, and warmest greetings to the esteemed guest of Thorin. Very good, Sverny. Daphne, come here. Daphne, these are the elves of Lorien, come to speak with my father about our continued friendly relations and trade. Wouldst thou announce to my father that we have arrived? Sure, I can be your, errand boy. What's her? Oh, that's quite a fine... Now, why can't I have that beard on Thormurn? I want that beard for Thormurn. I like that beard. The dirt of force is often saddened, fine lass. I still want that. I want that beard for Thormurn. Look at that. Look. Let's see if we can find a nice spot of light. Barely. Come on. Give me some light. I want to see this thing better. Wow. There we go. Is that not a fine dwarven beard? That would look good on Thormurn. Why can't Thormurn have that? Obviously, he can't have that because that's Thorin. Only Thorin can have a beard that goes down to his knees. I thank thee, Daphne. I see that they have come, and I am ready to speak with them about the continued friendship of the dwarves. Come closer, friends from Lorien. The hospitality of my house is yours. We thank thee for the courteous welcome, Thorin, King of the Dwarves. Thy son has been so kind as to show us some of the exquisite work of thy people. Hello, Michael Mertig. Happy New Year. Very good, very good. Our people have been too long estranged. Ask anything of me, it will be yours. I've heard rumor that the mithril of Khazad Dum is becoming more scarce. Lies spread by enemies of the dwarves. I am sorry, you must forgive my frustration. Such rumors wound my pride. Just this morning I received word of more mithril deposits below our deepest delvings. I will show them to you that you may know the majesty of our mines. Daphne, come here. We will go at once and impress upon our visitors the glory and bounty of the dwarf. But yes, happy New Year, Michael Mertig. I hope you're, well, if you haven't started New Year yet, because I know I haven't, I hope it will start off a very fine one. We think there's mithril down here, but something has driven the cave claws wild. The cavern is deep and untamed, Daphne, and something seems to have stirred up the cave claws and deep claws that burrow here. Be so good as to clear this cave of the beast, so we may proceed to the mithril deposit in safety. Daphne will eliminate the cave claws. I would show our guests the great wealth beneath Khazad Dum. Okay, so yes, you're in the same time zone as me, so we await the new year. Alright. So we are fighting as a quasi guardian, I believe. Have you heard how the animated Lord of the Rings movie is from anyone? I have not, except that it's kind of really not based off any real character. So basically, it's a fan fiction of a character that is barely mentioned in the appendices. Okay, two more. One more. All right. And my guess is this is the foundations of stone we're standing in. Yeah, this has got to be the foundations of stone. Very good, my friend. Now we will show the elves the great bounty of mithril that still lies beneath Khazad Dum. Now to the deepest passage. Here's the cave wall. Help him break through this wall, Naphne. Let's show the elves that our supply of mithril will not fail. I do not have permission to use that. Excuse me? I was just told to use that? That did it, Naphne. What manner of beast? Yeah, that's not something we really wanted to be messing with. Saw a preview of the Sinking City too, and it looked good. I've heard of the Sinking City. It sounds familiar. Naphne, protect my son. He must rule Khazad Dum now. Oh no, Naphne, we're trapped. Yeah? Guys? Excuse me? I'd like to get out of here now. Thank you very much. There's a terror from the depth. Another age, a Balrog, 1,000 curses on the greed of dwarves. It should be slumbering still. What of the fabled courage of the elves? I did not see thee stand against the shadow. Thou hast doomed thyself, and thy kingdom will perish. I shall warn the Sylvan elves to flee ere this evil spills from the gates. We must retreat, Nafni. We have no other option, but I swear on my father's name that I shall slay this Balrog, this ancient evil, this horror from the distant age. Khazad Dum will not fall. You're gonna tell me to stay and fight the Balrog while you run away like a little... No, I don't think so. Yes, Michael, I am working on starting Moria. At least Thormurn is. Because, well, Thormurn is a dwarf. Alright, so we have finished the...
Reclaim the lost halls of Khazad Dum.
Oh, but we're not going to turn that in because we don't have our legendary yet. We want to save that for the legendary experience. While we're talking about different things, anybody ever played Castles and Crusades? You've heard Bill talk about it, but you haven't played it. Because I have some Castles and Crusades stuff, probably slightly older versions, because I got it from like a Humble bundle. But I have some Castles and Crusades stuff. But, you know. Don't know about anybody that plays.
Khazad Dum awaits.
Let me know when you are ready, Thormurn, and we will walk together to the doors of Doran. With these newly repaired pickaxes, our dwarves will soon clear the way into Moria. Alright, it's time to do Before the Doors of Doran.
I have need of your great skill.
I haven't, but I do have on a flash drive somewhere a set of Lord of the Ring tabletop books that I also got from a Humble bundle a long while back.
Long have Durin's folk desired to look upon the halls of Moria once again, to reclaim their birthright from the goblins and orcs who now dwell there. Has that time now come? Not even I can foresee their fate.
We will stop at the outpost here for a moment before continuing on to the gates, Thormurn. We will need to establish a camp once we're inside the mines, and I want to ensure that everything is prepared. You still have the pickaxes, yes? Good. Follow me. You got to play a hobbit in TTRPG Lord of the Ring game mini-series 5 sessions. Oh, that sounds like fun. I think I'd have to play a dwarf, probably. Hail, my fellows, how goes your work? Greetings, Lord Bosey. We have been doing our best to support the effort, but... 'Tis the wolves. We have heard them howling for the past few days, and it is unnerving. It was all hobbits. It will take more than wolves to keep us from Khazad Dum. You are right, my lord. I do not hear them now. Perhaps they will leave us in peace. It is quiet, isn't it? Thormurn, what do you think? I think I better eat. That's what I think. I'm like, yep, let me go ahead and chow down some food. Alright, we're ready. I don't like this, Thormurn. Something is wrong. The air is too still and quiet. Zuzar. The boss, his name is Zuzar. We are victorious. Nothing can stand against the dwarves when roused to anger. You go on ahead, Thormurn, and bring these pickaxes to war at the hallowed gate. Hobbits can sneak around, and because the enemy doesn't think they're up to anything. Alright, which way are we going? I've forgotten. I think it's this way. Yep, it's this way. I think I would want to do one with dwarves, though. Just because dwarves. They're generally harmless and often hungry. Well, I don't know about the harmless part, but dwarves are often hungry too. And perhaps that's why they get along so well with the hobbits. Very good. These pickaxes look to be in good shape, and will be a great asset as we finish unearthing the last of this rubble. You can leave them in that crate to the south there, right next to Lord Broger. I imagine they have it so you could join the Fellowship or Sauron. That would be interesting. Hobbits eat like 8 meals. Yeah, they do. I don't know if y'all have seen, but, hold on, what's his name? Shadiversity. Shad did a video episode where him and his buddies actually tried to eat like a hobbit for a day. And needless to say, it did not go incredibly well. Because by the time the last couple of meals came around, they were pretty much sick of looking at food. Alright, Lord Broger. Those pickaxes will be a great help, Thormurn, even if you took your time bringing them here. Our workers are almost through the rubble already. Don't worry about that. What's done is done. I'm more concerned with this pool. There is something about it I don't like. It makes me feel uneasy. Some of my dwarves have been casting stones into the water, and I'd appreciate it if you could get them to stop. It makes me nervous. Oh yeah, Mary and Pippin have before breakfast, after breakfast, before lunch, and so on. They must be part hummingbird. Yeah, because, what, hummingbirds eat like 10 times their weight in food a day? Or something like that? I did not mean any harm, Thormurn. I will leave the water alone. I mean, sometimes I forget to eat 3 meals a day. So I can't imagine eating 8 or 9. To tell you the truth, this pool makes me nervous too. I will leave it alone. I'm sorry, Thormurn. I'm just so bored of all this waiting around. You know, I wonder... You see hummingbirds every once in a while? Hummingbirds are awesome little birds. You say you often don't feel hungry, so can go on a day between meals. If I decide to go on a fast, I will go up to 3 days without eating. It's not that difficult. But I don't recommend doing, you know, full-on fasting for more than that. Because it's, you know, it's not like something I suggest to do on a regular. And hummingbirds are awesome little birds. I used to see quite a few of them growing up because my mom would put out hummingbird feeders. And they were just awesome little things. Breakfast, second breakfast, 11's lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, and supper. Yeah, see, that's too much. You know what, though? We automatically assume that when we say they have all these meals, that they have, like, a big plate of food. Like what we consider a meal. Their idea of a meal might be a tea plate of food. So their meals might be very small. And they just spread it out over the course of a day. We don't know. You get hummingbirds when you put out sugar water feeders. Yeah, because they love sugar water. That's their, like, lifeblood, practically. Very good, Thormurn. I appreciate your help. I understand that many of my dwarves are restless, but there's just something about that water I don't like. I will be relieved when the workers have finished removing the rubble from the front of the gate and we can leave this unpleasant shore. There you are, Cousin Wozy. How goes the work, friends? You have been a great help to us in our work here in Holland, Thormurn, and I know that you will be a great boon once we are inside Khazad Dum proper. I would hereby be honored if you would bear a pickaxe and help us to clear away the remainder of this rubble that blocks the doors of Thorin. This is a historic opportunity, friend Hunter, and it is my joy to offer to you in return for the many services you have given us already. So, as a reward for all my hard work helping you, you're going to give me more work to do. That sounds like a dwarven thing to do, doesn't it? Well, this year I'm trying very hard not to feed the squirrels. Especially out of my garden. My friends and kinsmen, we have dreamed of the great halls of Khazad Dum for many long years. Tonight, they will be ours again. Thormurn, what is it? Is something wrong? What is it, Thormurn? You say you saw something stir out in the water? What was it? I don't see anything now. Are you sure you didn't imagine it? Stay on your guard, my good dwarves. Do you see anything? Oh, we're about to see something. That's for sure. I see nothing, Lord Bosey. The water looks so still. Uh-huh. Yep. I guess it was nothing. Let us enter the mines. Rejoice, dwarves of my company. Khazad Dum awaits. Browan, my son! Thormurn, get back to the outpost! Bring help! You must hurry back to the outpost to get help. Yes, it is the nameless thing. It's also called the Watcher in the Water. It is a nameless thing, though. Then there are many nameless things in the depths of Moria, in the foundations of stone, although none of them are quite that big. In fact, most of them are quite, yes, that is the Watcher. Thormurn, what's happening? Weird shouting. Were you beset by some enemy? One enemy, or many, I do not know. Rowan, my son. Did you see how the flesh of that creature deflected our blows, Thormurn? We need more than ordinary weapons if we wish to stand against the Watcher of the Black Pool. It waited in the depth, watching as we strove to open the doors, and struck just as we were most vulnerable. Curse its foul hide for taking Browan, and many other fine dwarves besides. They will be avenged, but for now we must retreat. We cannot hope to enter the doors while it lurks before them. We must retreat with what survivors remain. We will return to visit our vengeance upon the Watcher in the Black Pool. You see... Well, I guess it's not really much of a spoiler. You do find the Balrog's body in the game. Because by the time you get through Moria, it's after the company has already been through. And Gandalf has had his fight with the Balrog. So, yeah. You actually do find the Balrog's body. Which I thought was kind of a cool touch in the game.
How can we hope to stand against that monster?
Make sure I got space, I do. We are in full retreat, Thormurn. The beast of the pool is too much for our meager weapons. If only we had some relic of the old days, we might stand a chance against the creature. The weapons of our fathers were of a stronger and keener make, their crafts forgotten. Today's forge skill is lesser. A cache of weapons was discovered in one of the caves near here shortly after we arrived. Perhaps one of these will stand worthy as a bane to this monster. I love how they conveniently found a cache of weapons. Because, you know, of course they did. See what we have. That's actually decent. Okay, what else we have? Also decent, but... I actually have a couple of choices in here. I'm actually going to go with this one.
Perhaps there is still hope.
We dare not approach our old camp until we find some way to defeat the creature in the Black Pool, Thormurn. I cannot let you pass. A number of dwarves of our expedition are resting at Khazad Dum, just to the west. Speak to Hyundai there. He was instrumental in uncovering the cache of weapons of which I spoke. I have a cat climbing all over my desk because, of course. Yeah, but I wouldn't be... Honestly, I wouldn't be playing it because I don't do, VR. Alright, so... Well, that does give me a slight boost to my morale. It gives me a slight boost to agility. Only one extra to physical mastery. I lose a tiny bit of maximum power, but that's fine. So, all in all, a net positive. And we need to find the dwarf to which we need to speak. And he is right here. Hello.
What do you want?
Wrathwald is right, my friend. Without a truly magnificent weapon forged in the ways of old, we cannot hope to so much as score the flesh of that ancient creature. But legends of the past sometimes turn up when least expect it. My friends and I found a cache of ancient weapons not long after the Iron Garrison came to this place. Select one of these weapons, and it may be that your choice will help us clear the way into Moria of that terrible creature. Take 2 of this tracery to engrave upon your weapon, for I know of one who can help you understand the use of these ancient relics. Alright, what we got? Bow or crossbow? I've been using a bow for a while now. So, do I keep using a bow or do I swap to a crossbow? Well, they have the... Your ranged auto attacks are 5% tougher to block. Plus 1% the critical hit chance to ranged auto attack. Oh, there's a slight difference in them. So, a plus 1% critical hit chance to ranged auto attacks for bows. Or ranged auto attacks are 5% tougher to block. For crossbow. It seems to me that a 5% chance that the mob is not going to be able to block my attack is going to be a better option than a 1% increase in critical hit chance. I don't know, what do y'all think? Plus crossbows are kind of cool. I'm thinking Thormurn is ready for a crossbow again. He's been using a bow for quite a while now. I think he's ready to go back to a crossbow.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Weapons of this make may have a long and storied history, Thormurn. Its tale grows ever with the felling of evil foes. The more servants of evil the weapon cuts down, the more deadly it becomes. Only a skillful few can read the tale of a weapon from its craftsmanship. I refer you to one who can further aid you, the elf Thalion, by the forges in Rivendell. He is wise and learned in many things, including the study of ancient weapons. If the Thalion cannot help you, he will surely know another who can describe the lineage and power in a weapon of this artistry. Talk to the Thalion by the forges in Rivendell. Alright, so we head to Rivendell. And we have a port to Rivendell. Woo. Oh, wait. I almost screwed up. Yes. Alright. Now, we can come back here at our convenience. Alright, now, we can go to Rivendell. Well, it only took us 2 hours to get through the first part of the Walls of Moria, which is pretty darn good if you ask me. And there's my nice white elk that I got at the Winter Festival for way too many mithril coins. Most of which I already had. The other few I had to get with LOTRO points. But I had to have it. It was an elk, 1. And 2, it was a very pretty elk. See my pretty elk? Isn't he pretty? His name is Hale, H-A-L-E, as in Hardy in Hell. Michael, it is huge. The game starts. You can start either in Bree or the Shire or Eredluin. And at this point, you can go all the way to Mordor. Oh, I went the wrong way. Because of course I did. So, we will get down to where we're supposed to be going real quick. And then I will open up the map so you can see it. Ah, here's where we're supposed to be. Oh, and if you hear any loud noise, that is the thunder outside. Because it just started thundering like really bad. Okay. I have not played any of the Star Wars games. I do like Star Wars. I like the original trilogy. But I've not played any of the Star Wars games. I don't do a whole lot of science fiction video games. Although, when I do, it's usually survival games like the Planet Crafter, Eden Crafters. What else? There's another one. I can't think of the name of it. But I do stuff like that when it comes to science fiction. Alright, map. So, I wish I could close this. I can't really, but here's Rivendell. So I right click. Here's the Troll Shaws. Right click again. Here's Eriador. So here's all of Eriador. And we have the Troll Shaws, we have the Misty Mountains, we have Angmar, the North Downs, Freeland, the Lone Lands, Cardolan, Swanfleet, Inadwaith, Aragion, Nen Coronir, Dunland, the Shire, the Undershire, Evandem, Forestell, Eredluin. Then you go over this way, you have Rovanian, which includes the Misty Mountains, Lothlorien, Moria, the Gladden Fields, the Vales of Anduin, the Arning Lands, Langflood, all of Mirkwood. So this whole middle area is northern and southern Mirkwood. And it's in the southern Mirkwood is Dol Guldur. Over here we have the Dale with Lake Town. Up top you have the Iron Hills, the Lonely Mountain, the Grey Mountains. Up here you have Gundabad. Down below here you have Lothlorien. So here's Gundabad, which Gundabad connects to Angmar and the Wells of Langflood. The Grey Mountain. wait, let's go back towards Ravanian. If we go down here, you have Rohan, which includes Isengard, the Fanghorn Forest, Great River, connects to Eriador, to Dunland. We have Helm's Deep over here. Edoras. Go down south, you have Gondor. So this is Gondor. Go to the east again. There's Mordor, including Mount Doom right in the middle. And the most recent addition to the game, they have started adding Umbar into the game. So right now they have Haradwaith, which includes the Shield Isles, Umbar, Baharbel, the Valley of Ikorban. That's about it so far. So, yeah. There's just... The map is humongous, and it keeps growing. Yeah. I mean, that's why, Miss Medriel has been... I started playing her near the end of 2021. So I've been playing her for over 3 years now. And she is at Isengard. At this point, that's not even half of the map anymore. In fact, I'm not even sure that's much more than a third of the map anymore. It's gigantic. I mean, you can literally play the game for years. And some people might be put off by that. I absolutely love it. It also gives me a chance to explore different areas with different characters, so that the game doesn't really get all that boring, you know? Alright, so this is the elf we need to talk to.
The sorrows of the Eldar are never-ending.
You have come a long way to be here, Thormurn. What business could bring a valiant hunter such as yourself here to the forges of Rivendell? The Thalian looks at the weapon and grows still, his eyes wide with wonderment. This is a relic of the elder days, my friend. Such a weapon has an unmatched potential to grow in power, its storied legend growing along with your own. And of course it tells us a bunch about legendary items. They can be enhanced in a number of ways. Their base stats can increase along with yours as you level. They can be slotted with a wide assortment of traceries. Their traceries can be further enhanced by runes. Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings Online. And it's free to play, so you can try it out for free. There are a few limitations. There are a lot less limitations than there used to be for free to play, so you would be hopping in at a very good time.
A shadow is on my spirit.
I see that you have been given some traceries. You should apply one of them to your weapon to further customize it. Once you have done so, speak to me again. Alright.
A shadow is on my spirit.
A good choice, Thormurn. Inscribing traceries onto your weapon will enhance your skill and will often help turn the tide of battle. This weapon is still not strong enough to defeat the Watcher, friend hunter, but it might become so. I will tell you how that may come to pass. Alright, so I need to choose a heraldry. Alright, heraldry of the lion. Heraldry of the serpent. Okay, serpent, ox. $15, $8, $73. $15, $13, $55. Okay, so this has less vitality but more physical mastery. This has more vitality, less physical mastery. Okay. Maybe recommend Twilight 2000 to Nordic potential without DMs. Historically accurate TTRPG with some rule crunch. Okay. Twilight 2000. Let me grab a pen. Grab my notebook. Alright, I've written that down. I think we are going to go with I'm going to go with more physical mastery rating, I think. I'll skimp on the vitality and go with more physical mastery. Yeah, we're going to go with the offensive agility.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
This ancient weapon can be reforged at the hands of a forge master, allowing its power to increase to match the skill of its wielder. Once reforged, it may possess the strength to face the creatures that lurk within the black pool. You should bring it to the forge master for reforging, and mayhap your newly refurbished blade will at last... it's not a blade, but okay. Alright, so... let's see. Where is our new weapon? Right here. So we'll put that there. Now we want to slot... Okay, so it's incompatible with that socket. Oh, derp. Yes. Okay, we don't have a socket for it yet. Alright. Also, I should probably, I don't know, equip it. What's it look like? Like an average crossbow. Which, of course, we don't see because we have our crossbow hidden cosmetically. Because it clips through our backpack. Otherwise. Alright, so. Hello, you.
Well met, friend.
Oh, this is quite a weapon you have found. If you wish to reforge it and increase its potential, speak to me again and I will see that it is done. But know this, friend, the true strength of the weapon will come from the one who wields it. I believe you now have what you need to best the foes that stand arrayed against you.
At your service, and your families.
You have used the Forge Master for the first time, and there are sure to be many more visits in the future. Alright. I guess we could name this. What should I name it? I don't know. What's a good name for a crossbow? What's a good name for a dwarf's crossbow? You got to meet Margaret and Tracy, who signed one of your Dragonlance books. That's pretty cool. And where you live, you live and play in person. You're blessed to get to talk to and become friends with people from TSR. And that's absolutely cool. Alright. Hard lesson. Should I name it Hard Lesson? Is that what you're saying? Alright. Let's name it Hard Lesson. Alright, we've named it Hard Lesson.
Grey is the shadow upon my heart.
Now you understand your weapon's potential. Yes, it can now bear heraldry. You must return to Holland at once and show Rathwald, the dwarf, at the crumbling arch near Khazad Dum, that you wield a great weapon. Surely it will give the dwarves of his company newfound hope. Go at once, friend. I deem that weapon has come forth from the very fibers of legend for this purpose. You're saying that somebody hid those there, hoping that someone would find them later. I mean, I suppose that's possible, although I press X to doubt. Alright. Oh, is that... Wait, where is it? Yes. Now I can attach this. Okay. So, what we got here? Some enhancement runes. We can upgrade something. Okay. I guess we have upgraded those as far as we're capable of at this point. Easy lesson isn't going to hurt. No, it's not. And we did ourselves a favor and bound our milestone to Khazad Dum so we could get back there real quick. Because I knew it was going to take me more than 2 seconds to figure all that out.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad Dum.
Welcome back, Thormurn. Did that weapon of the elder days prove worthwhile, or was it a fruitless chase? Rathwell's eyes widened in surprise. This weapon has become even more powerful in your hands, Thormurn. Surely now we have the strength to stand against the horror in that fetid pool.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad Dum.
This weapon may be what we need to drive off the Watcher in the water, Thormurn, and allow the dwarves to enter Moria. Speak to me when you are ready, and I will bring you to Bosie and Broger. They will be pleased to see there is hope again at last. Alright, give me a second, dude. Alright. You know, it used to be you would get to your legendary, your first legendary, and then you would have to go kill a bunch of things to level it up to 10 before you could do this part. Now you just go get a lesson in how to use it and get told, okay, you're good to go. Kind of funny. I guess we're ready to say goodbye to this bow now. We don't need it anymore. Wonder. Oh yeah, that did save me a couple spaces doing that. Woohoo! Okay. Alright, now we're ready.
I hope you know what you're doing, friend.
So do I.
Dire is the creature called the Watcher in the Water by the dwarves, an ancient evil called forth by the Dark Lord. Perhaps through the power of legend, a way can be seen past the terror.
I hope so. And I think in this case we're going to use light oil instead of fire oil. And that should do it. Alright, come on. The foul creature that watches from within the depths of the pool will feel the sharp bite of your weapon and be afraid. Stride forth and teach it a lesson it will be long in forgetting. Do this not just for the sake of Khazad Dum, but for the memory of Broin taken by that fell creature. My nephew deserved a better fate than to die in that thing's grasp. When you have driven off or slain the creature, we will be unopposed and may walk into Moria unhindered. One of my dwarves has gone ahead to scout for the beast. Look for him and be watchful.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Drive off the Watcher in the water. No longer will I cow to my grief, Thormurn. Nay, I will avenge my son in battle, and woe this creature that took him from me. Protect Broger. Yeah, Broger, you idiot. Get out of here. No, it's not gone, guy. No, come back! My vengeance is not satisfied! I cannot thank you enough for this, Thormurn. Not only have you driven off the beast that kept us out of Moria, but you have avenged my son as well. I will never forget your great service to me, and will always be in your debt, and at your service. Rowan spoke often of combat and great heroics. He would have marveled at your battle with the fierce Watcher. Sounds like you had a whole lot of fun growing up near a lake. We have done it, Thormurn. We have driven the Watcher from the doors of Thorin, and now the dwarves of our expedition may pass into the mines of Moria. The weapons we found have proven the difference, friend. Yes, my dwarves have equipped themselves from the same cache, and the creature has learned to fear the sharp bite of the iron garrison. You have avenged my nephew Rowan as well, and all the dwarves who have been lost to this creature. It retreats now through dark passages. May its writhing, reeking arms never trouble us again. We must return now to tell the rest of the expedition what you have accomplished, and that we may now pass into the mines of Moria.
Perhaps there is still hope.
Alright, what are we getting? We're getting actually a really nice helm. Oh, but we have our choice. Oh, wait. No, we don't. Because this one has might vitality, although might would be nice. We really want the agility, so we're going to grab it. And
perhaps there is still hope.
Tolk is waiting to speak with you just inside the doors of Thorin. You remember him, do you not? He is as pleased that you proved such a boon to the expedition and will be delighted to speak with you again.
And so it was that the Iron Garrison passed the doors of Thorin and entered the dark of Moria. But they were not the first to brave the mines, nor will they be the last.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that cutscene, Michael. It is pretty awesome. Alright, so we'll swap that out. And we got another tracery. I've been to Busch Gardens once. It was in Pennsylvania, I believe. Or Virginia. I can't remember. It was back in the early 90s. It was a nice place. And we are in Moria. Woohoo! I've discovered Thorin's threshold.
The Lords of Moria have returned.
Hi. Who are you?
Khazad
Oh.
Dum awaits.
What am I getting? I don't get to choose. I have to pick a sword? Or you think you're getting me? I can't get an axe. I wanted an axe. Wah! I want an axe. Wah! You think if I do that enough, it'll turn into an axe? No? Wah? No? Oh well. I guess it has to be a sword. But I really wanted an axe.
The dwarves will prevail.
Alright. Alright, we have our second legendary, and it was not an axe like I hoped. So he will not be dual wielding axes after all. I am very sad. He will have to do a sword and an axe. Now I wonder if he can go into the room in Rivendell. There's only one way to find out, but first we have to rebind our milestone. I'm going to rebind it here. Now we go back to Rivendell. We're going to be living in Rivendell. This character is level 48. Yeah, I was sitting there. I've been kind of keeping track of the conversation. You're talking about the living on the lake and the stuff you've done growing up, and why you have a big. I have no idea, but I guess I don't need to be talking to you right now. Kind of reminds me a little bit of growing up, although I didn't live on a lake. I did live down in in the coastal region. So I lived near, the Gulf. So I grew up doing things like fishing and camping and a lot of swimming, a lot of roller skating, bike riding, going to, and this is going to age me, but going to Astroworld during the summer. We would go to Astroworld for vacations. And that was always a lot of fun. And of course, there was always the public swimming pool. Oh, we can go in here. Yay! We can go in here. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. I don't know where to start. I have no clue. I literally have no clue. All right. All right. So we have our crossbow, which has things on it. Oh, and I forgot to go get the other one. Dang it. Okay. We need to go talk to the Forge Master. Because I don't think we can do anything with that until we talk to the Forge Master first. Or can we? Didn't we have a thing? Press onward, cool down, and heal. Oh wait, maybe we can. I probably should get it reforged anyway. Oh wait, this one unlocked another one. So I could press onward and heal on that. If I want to. I don't know if I want to yet. Heartseeker damage. I don't think I'm using Heartseeker, am I? I am not, because Heartseeker is not in the blue line. Okay, so I don't even need that. I can disenchant that. Alright. Let's go ahead and disenchant that. Because I don't even use Heartseeker. I believe that's in the yellow or red line. Hold on. Yeah, Heartseeker's in the red line. I'm in the blue. So I absolutely don't need that.
What do you need?
Get rid of that. That. And I need that. Okay. Strength, quick shot, slow, and focused change. Strength, 9% to strength, quick shot, slow, and... I'm not even sure what that one means. I'll hold on to that one. I might want to use that. I don't know. Okay, I could put that in here. Alright. Alright, so. I know the new LI system has been out for a while, but I still find myself getting lost trying to figure it out. I don't know. Am I the only one? Connect. Have you dealt with the new LI system, and what do you think about it? Gurney? Is that how you pronounce that? Here's the Forge Master.
Greetings, traveler!
Hunter Sword of Legend. Ah. I don't know if I have, to be honest. Of course, I do lots of stuff and never pay attention to what mischief I'm getting into. How about we name it Short Retort? Alright, so we have reforged that one. This elk has an impressive rack. You know, if you saw an animal like this in the wild, you would just be certain that you should be preparing for some epic quest. You play stuff and people ask me, I'm like, huh, yeah, I remember that was, that was, I know the feeling in that. I do. I really do. I had a very pleasant Christmas. I got a really nice present from my parents. I asked them for a Home Depot gift card, and they over-delivered. And with it, I'm getting myself, or got myself, 2 raised metal garden beds, which are going to be set up for vegetable gardens. So I'm very happy about that. And another friend got me a little bit of Steam cash, and I managed to pick up Hogwarts Legacy while it was on sale for 75% off. So yay, I got the Wizard game. I'm looking forward to playing that. And my friend Gus got me an Amazon gift card. And I haven't spent that yet. I haven't decided what I want to get, but I have been specifically told it must be something frivolous. I haven't decided what that is yet. All right. Yes, they do. They actually do have Steam gift cards again. Alright. So, press onward, cool down, and heal. That's press onward. I definitely want that. I am probably going to put that on the sword. So, that was this one. I will put that there. Strength, quick shot, slow, and focus chains. That's got to be a bow thing. But I want to see what else is available before I commit to that. And what else do we need on these? What? Wrong spot. Heraldry, tracery. Wait. heraldic tracery. So that needs a heraldic tracery. And they both need another word of mastery. Okay, so I need 1 heraldic tracery and 2 words of mastery. Hunter traceries. I think. That's for the sword. I have some quality people in my life. You know what? Yes, I do. Your oldest is hilarious. She got me a candle that says Mom's Last Nerve. Oh, wait, it's on fire. That's funny. That's actually very funny. Beneath notice cooldown. Cry of the Hunter bubble. Oh. Well, I can't get any of... Oh, wait. Do I not have what I need to get those? Oh, wait. Heraldic tracery. Oh. I don't have any ancient scripts. Oh, shoot. That might be a problem. I don't have any ancient scripts on him. I'm so used to being able to just roll up and get whatever I need. Oh, and I could have done the item foraging right here. I feel like an idiot. Oh, man. There's an axe. There's an axe. Okay, so he can get an axe after all. Well, we're not doing too much with this sword until we can get the axe. But I need to get these ancient scripts, and I have to figure out how to get ancient scripts for him, and I'm gonna need a lot of them. So, oh my God, help! Somebody tell me how to get ancient scripts, because I'm gonna need a lot of them. Oh, I don't know. Not the first clue. Oh, I could break that down and get 40, but that's not gonna help much. Oh shoot. Okay, so it looks like I got some work ahead of me. I have to get bunches of ancient scripts. But now I know I can get his axe. Yay. I'm happy. He can dual wield axes after all. Woohoo! He can be a proper dwarf at last.
How can I be of service?
You can tell me what the heck I'm doing. And that's what you can do. You can be of service by telling me what the heck I need to do next. Because I have not the first clue. Alright, so I guess we can sell that. And we can sell that. And sell that. And sell that. And what did I just do? I have no clue. Oh, that's what I did. Sell that. And for the moment we put that away. And we put these away.
Megovanen.
Alright, our bags are a little less of a mess now. Ancient script. Alright, I'm looking it up. LOTRO. Ancient scripts. Alright, so ancient scripts. Well, we do not have tier 14 crafting level anywhere. Obviously we're not level 140, so we can't get ancient scripts as a reward that way. Disenchanting items. Yes, we know we can get ancient scripts from disenchanting things. Okay. We can get them from coffers, which we have established. We can get a small amount from those. So there aren't too many ways we can get them. We're going to have to be grinding really hard for ancient scripts. Yeah, but they're like high, super high level quests to get those.
Megovanen.
Oh, wait. It did say that there's supposed to be ancient scripts in this. And I can't even open it unless I use the, Nope. Okay. So that's useless to me. Oh well. Oh well. It's useless. So,
How can I be of service?
what we got in here? Weapon pack, we don't need that. Armor pack, we don't need that. Keep that. What's in here? We don't need the riding characteristic because we already can ride. A goat. There was a goat in there. You gotta be kidding me. A map to Rivendell, which we don't need because we can already go to Rivendell, so it costs that. Tomes of Extraordinary Experience. We'll take the goat.
What do you need?
Put that away. We'll put that away. We'll, where is it? Put those up. We just got a bunch of experience tomes. Can I put those away? Yes, I can. No, I can't. I don't have enough room. Wait, but it put them away. So, what is it? Do I not have enough room, or do I have enough room? Alright. Well, that did not get me what I was hoping for. But, we ended up getting a goat out of it. Oh my god, all that trouble Thormurn went to, and he ended up with a goat. I gotta see this goat. What's this goat look like? Alright, so we go over here. Go to skills, go to mounts, down to dusky nimblefoot goat. Who are we getting rid of here? Hard choice. I don't really feel like I'm going to use either of these birds. I mean, the magpie is cute, but like I said, I don't feel like I'm going to use either of them. All right, what does this goat look like? I don't know. I can't see. It's too dark. There. A little better. Oh. Oh, that's actually not a bad looking goat at all. Okay. Now he has two goats. Generally horns and 4 legs. True, very true. Oh, this one is a properly dwarven goat. The saddle and accoutrement with it are very dwarven. We got this one from Thorin's Hall. So both of his goats are appropriately dwarven. I did not get what I was looking for out of that, but hey, I got a free goat. I don't know, what do they call a dwarven goat? Dwarven goats are goats? Alright, so I guess Thormurn has gotten into Moria. He's gotten his first legendaries. Unfortunately, he can't do a whole lot with them because, well, until he earns some traceries to put in his weapons, and hopefully he gets some good ones. Or he gets some of these things that he needs to buy traceries, which it looks like it's going to take him a while. And he definitely wants enough of them to get that axe. He's kind of stuck. However, he's in Moria, so yay! He's very happy. Yes, quest. Lots of quests. And lots of killing things. Mostly orcs. But also goblins. And some trolls. And lots of bugs. Lots and lots and lots of bugs. Some big bugs. Oh, I can't even use that yet. I have to wait another 15 minutes to go back. Oh well, I guess we will be staying the night in Rivendell. But I think that will do it. Thormurn has managed to make it to Moria, so yay. He did it without dying one single time, so double yay. I kind of was expecting him to die at least once, but once again, you know, that dwarven sturdiness has exceeded expectations. Rivendell is very nice, especially at night. It's a very pretty place. Never let anyone tell you that Lothlorien is prettier than Rivendell. They are lying. Rivendell is still much prettier than Lothlorien. So, as I was saying, I think we're going to leave it here for tonight. Thormurn's going to stay here, maybe even do some fishing. Who knows? However, I do want to thank everybody that has stopped by, starting with Drive-By. Always thank you for coming in and letting me know everything looks good. I always appreciate that. Thank you to Nordic for coming in and sticking around for a little while. I do hope you have a good new year and take care of yourself. Thank you to Connect for coming in. I appreciate you spending your time. I hope you have a wonderful new year. And well, yes, I hope you have a wonderful new year. And I will go check out the pictures you sent me as soon as we're done here. Thank you to Michael Mertig for coming in. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun. I hope you have a wonderful new year. And yes, I do too. I hope Nordic does find some games he likes. Everybody take care. Happy New Year. May 2025 be better than 2024. And I think that's all I have for tonight. Just thank you. I really appreciate you all. So that's it for 2024. It's been a roller coaster every year. It's had some high spot, it had some low spot, but we survived it. So onward and upward to 2025. You will not miss 2024. Well, I mean, do we ever miss the previous year? As long as we're still on the right side of the dirt and looking forward to the next one. Here is to everything coming in 2025. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful new year. And, well, I'll see you next year. Until then, bye for now.